How's it going, everybody? Mike with Cleveland Cutting Board and Furniture Company. Time for the weekend shop update. Another amazing week as always, and thanks to you guys. A lot of great orders, a lot of great deliveries. Seems like everybody was happy, so I'm happy. This week we got signs done, we got signs delivered, we got signs ordered and signs started. We have some signs going out to, I think I mentioned last week that Harbortown Trading Company in downtown Vermilion next to Rudy's Bar and Grill is gonna start selling signs. So I got a big order, not an order, but we're gonna do like a consignment kind of thing. So usually I don't do that, but because Fran and I've been friends for so long, I've been burned a few times on consignment, but with Fran, I'm totally trust her. So I got signs, so this one's still gotta get sanded, but it's gonna look like this when it's done, and then I still gotta edge it and sand it and then varnish it or whatever the finish is gonna be. So she's gonna have a nice variety I'm working on, different sizes, different types of wood, different designs. They're not all Vermilion designs. I'm gonna do a couple American flag signs up there for her, and she's gonna sell those for me, so I'm looking forward to that. Last I checked, True Value still has 2 of the big Vermilion signs, I believe, as well as some charcuterie boards up there. For the charcuterie boards up there, all say Vermilion, Ohio on them. So those are still available. I got the secret sign of the month. This is the back of it. I can't show you the front of it because the person's name on it. I still got to finish detailing it and varnishing the back, and I'm gonna do a custom inscription on it. So that'll be delivered this week for May. May secret sign of the month. And I always laugh. People always ask me, hey, how do I get a secret sign of the month? I want a free sign. Well, I'll tell you that's how you don't get a free sign. So secret sign of the month is nothing you ask for. Everyone I've given one to, I would think was surprised. It's people that someone I really respect or someone who I give credit to for helping me out along my life. So this person is definitely deserving of this sign. So yeah, what else? Sign, I think that's it for signs this week. A lot of signs in the works. Oh, one more big sign. So I'm doing a big sign for a buddy of mine who owns a small business. We talked a couple months ago. He's going through a shit ton of personal stuff in his life, and it was kind of put on hold, then it was back, and it was on hold. As of today, it's back on. So I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna make an appointment and go. We're gonna finalize the design. I think I got to where he's gonna like it. I got the actual sign is made. It's sitting right here. It's white oak. It's beautiful. It's gonna be heavy duty. It's gonna age nice. So we're gonna go up there. I'm gonna try and schedule a time to meet with him this week to finalize that. So I'm really excited that it's back on. So, but you know, shit happens in life and you gotta prioritize, and I can't hold him to that. So I'm looking forward to getting that going. I'm looking forward to seeing that up. So it's gonna be a fun project. Saddlebag buddies and billy clubs and mallets. I've been doing a lot of wood turning. So one thing I turned this week was, this is a saddlebag buddy. Somebody wanted a square one. So I made him a square saddlebag buddy. Still gotta oil it. And then he wants to do some engraving on here. He wants his name on here, but he'll work out that design too. So this one's done. I also did a cool round one for a friend of mine. She wanted one, but she wanted some flames on it. So I laser engraved flames on it, and that's done. That's gonna get delivered this week also. So the 2 clubs are done. I made a big sapili platter last week, sold it real quick. That's already been shipped down to Florida. I had an extra piece of board from that extra piece of wood from that same board, so I made another one. I think that one's 15.5 inches. Beautiful platter. I'm real happy the way it turned out. Then I also made a small little bowl, salad bowl out of it with, and people ask me this, but I always say it's got an Irish lip on it. What an Irish lip is when you have a bowl and it has a little lip within the bowl, if that makes sense. What that's designed to do, how it's explained to me, is when you're eating your soup, you drag your soup spoon across that little lip, and it keeps the bottom of the spoon clean, and instead of going on your shirt, it goes back in the bowl. That's how it was explained to me. I think it's a cool looking detail, whether you use it or not. So I got that done. That's up for sale as well. Skulls. I've been selling a steady stream of the resin skulls, different colors. Most people just say, just send me one that looks cool, which I appreciate because I think they all look cool. So I've been selling those. I've been having issues with air getting trapped in them when I put in like the bullet casing. So I made a decent little investment and bought a vacuum pot. So what I can do now is I can put the skull in there with the resin, turn this on, it'll suck all the air out, and it'll help it look that much better. And then I can use it for other stuff I have planned. So the vacuum chamber is gonna be a pretty cool addition. Not sure where I'm gonna put it at yet, but gotta get that set up and try that out this week. Let's see. Pop-up shop. Did a pop-up shop at Bliss Skin Spa on this past Friday. Turned out those are always so much fun. I sold a few things. My wife sold a few things. Dr. Kurt, who comes in and does it. It's a Botox party at Bliss Skin Spa at my wife's shop, and I piggyback off of that and do the pop-up shop. Sold a few things, but just fun hanging out. People pop in. Vermilion's a great town. People pop in and say hi, and then we usually end up at a bar afterwards. So it's a win-win for everybody. So the next one will be in 3 months, so stay tuned for that. Let's see what else. The table for my friend Louie and Sherry's boat, Why Not? Why Not is the name of their boat. They dock it down in Vermilion. That boat table is done. I'm gonna deliver that maybe tomorrow, but if not, early this week for sure. I end up putting 7 coats of varnish on it. That thing is, I'm real happy with it. I'm looking forward to getting more orders. So I get that delivered this week, and as soon as I get that, they get that boat. I'm not sure if they've put it in the water yet, but I'm sure Louie's got it planned. So it might already be in the water, I don't know yet. So when it is, I'll take pictures of that. And then other friends of mine, they bought a boat, they're refinishing it, and they're gonna be retiring on it. They're gonna keep it up here this winter, and then this fall, they're moving it down to the Exumas. I think they're gonna take it all the way around, and they're gonna live in the Exumas on the boat. And if you've never been to the Exumas, I've been all around, and it's the prettiest water. Exuma's a great place. I wouldn't mind retiring there myself someday. So I'll meet with them this week and work on the design for their table and their boat. The round white oak table, I did that as a spec piece with a nautical star in it. That sold. A friend bought it for their sibling. I can't say who because they haven't received it because it's a surprise. So I was supposed to deliver it on Friday, and I forgot it when I left out of here. So it's done. I did the hairpin legs on it, and I recessed them. Someone said, "Why'd you do that? No one's going to see it." I just don't have to recess the legs. I think it's just a nice touch. Looks more finished. So I did that. It's another hour's worth of work. So I got that all done and got that ready for delivery. And then a friend's seen it, and he ordered another one for his sibling. So I'm gonna do another one. He said, "Oh, make one like that." Well, I'm gonna make one real close to it, but if it's gonna be custom, I want everyone to be a little bit different. I don't like making the same thing twice when it's custom. So get started on that for him to give to his sibling. I hope that makes sense. So it's hard not to ruin surprises on here. I've done it before. Let's see. I have a good friend of mine who cut a tree down, and he took some cookies out, which is the horizontal slices of a tree with you can see all the grain, the growth rings. He had it done. The chainsaw marks are all crazy and things kind of cattywampus. I think it's a scientific term. So I'm gonna put that in the big CNC and get that flat this week for him. And then we're gonna go through, and he wants contrasting bow ties to stabilize the cracks. And then I talked to him late last week, and he wants to do the gas pipe legs, like an industrial look to it. So I've been pricing out. There's kits you can buy, but crazy expensive. I think I can go buy the pieces at a big box store and make it myself, I don't know. So gonna work on that this week. So I got a lot of projects planned within the shop on top of shop orders. So not to mention, it's spring here in Ohio, so I got yard work to do. I got to clean up the area around the shop. We worked on the patio. We actually pressure washed the whole patio last week. So if you're from this part of the country, you know how exciting it is once the weather starts getting nice. So got that working on. The other thing we're working on too, I put a post out this week on Facebook about if anyone was interested in learning how to wood turn. And I got a great response. I know a few people would ask me, but a lot of people said, "Hey, I have my dad or my cousin or my sister it'd be a great gift. You teach that." So my friend Steph, I talked to her today. She's gonna be my first guinea pig. She's gonna be my practice student, I guess you could say. I got to figure out the curriculum. I mean, there's a lot to cover in wood turning. It's nothing you can teach in a day. So I think I'm gonna do like an introduction to wood turning. Well, we'll do some wood turning, but it'll be like a basics of wood turning, basics of how to use the lathe, how to use the tools, how to sharpen. Just an introduction. I'm thinking maybe an hour and a half, 2-hour class. I'm not sure what I'm gonna charge for it yet when you figure my time and the material. But yeah, so work on that. And Steph's graciously volunteered to be my guinea pig student, my practice student. So yeah, so that's pretty exciting. I haven't got to hang out with her in a long time, so it'll be nice. So I think that's it. This week going forward, I got to flatten those slabs. I got to start a table project, cups. I got a few cup orders. So I am nice and busy as I want to be. Got some big things in the chamber, as they say. Just a matter of pursuing those things. Being that I'm doing this full time now, it's allowed me to pursue a few different angles. So that's it for this weekend's Cleveland Cutting Board Weekend Shop update. I had a cup of coffee half an hour ago to help me wake up, and it's starting to kick in pretty good. I do want to do a small shop shout out this week. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, Fran, she had messaged me and said, "Hey, my son and his buddy is starting a mobile detailing business. And can he come to your house and get some practice on your vehicles? So you want to send your son over here and wash my cars for free? Okay. So yeah, so Max and his buddy came over, and I think Max's girlfriend was part of the team. They did my truck, they did my Mustang, and they did a great job. I love seeing young entrepreneurs going out there and working, especially younger kids today. It's a really, really good thing. Fran's a great lady, and I'm sure the kids are no different. So yeah, so I'll put all his information right over here somewhere for you to review, right here. And yeah, so that's give them a call. They're doing. He said they do boats, they do bikes, cars. They did my new truck as well as my old Mustang. The old Mustang's pretty tired. You know, the dashboard's the original dashboard from '70, so it's 53 years old. It's beyond repair, but they did a good job on it. So they even cleaned out the engine bay, which I'm not sure if younger kids understand what's going on in those engine bays because there's no computers. But anyway, they did a great job. So if you need someone to come out and do a mobile detail, give Max and his crew a call, and they'll come out and take care of you. Everyone have a great week. I will see you on Wednesday for Whiskey and Wood Talk. We did one last week with a lot of great questions. Questions already coming in. And then I do have a video for Shop Tip Tuesday. I had one last week, but I worked till like 10 o'clock. I lost track of time. I was just too tired to post it, I guess. I walked in, showered, and passed out. So that's it. Everyone have a great week, and I'll see you next weekend.